Can you update us on the LTD EX? Well, yeah, I can. So that means you probably aren't following this channel because I've updated this channel, and you must not be a Patreon member because I've talked about this on my Patreon quite a bit. But let's go over to this camera here. Here's how the LTD is looking now. So over on my Patreon, I've been rebuilding this guitar and doing step-by-step videos, coaching people who want to rebuild guitars how to work on guitars. So this guitar needs so much work that it's going to be a great course if anybody wants to rebuild a guitar with me. Go back and watch part 1, which is the disassembly video. I show all my methods and tips and tricks for disassembling guitars. Then part 2 is about sanding it. I talk about different types of sanders and what grits to use and different techniques for different, parts of the guitar or types of guitars. Each one of these videos is like a half an hour or more, and it's me basically working in real time and talking to you. And then part 3 is how to Bondo your guitar, do generic or general repairs, and fill holes using dowels and gluing things in, and how to repair the body and get it back into shape. So that's where this guitar is at right now. It's mostly Bondoed, it's sanded in a lot of the spots, but this thing was so trashed that it needed multiple sessions of Bondo. So I did Bondo, sanded it, found more dings and dents that needed to be fixed, and the next thing I'm going to have to do is, after I finish the Bondo work, because there was like big chunks taken out of this guitar, I've been slowly rebuilding these spots. You can't just slop this much Bondo on there. You got to build it up in layers so it cures properly. And I thought about even doing wood, a wood chunk there, but that would have meant I would have had to route out a section. And on the edge of the guitar, it's a little tricky. So yeah, I've got a lot of the holes repaired. I've got a lot of it done, but I've got so much work here that the only time I really work on this is the next time I go to Bondo customer guitars. I'll grab this one and I'll Bondo it at the same time, because I can't make this thing jump over the line of customer guitars. People that are paying me money, they deserve to have their guitars done before this one is. So this one's just getting done on the side for me. Whenever I'm working on other guitars and this needs the same kind of work, that's when this thing gets worked on. I can see I'm going to need to reseal some of the grain because it was so trashed that I had to sand down kind of low in some spots, and I went through the sealer and I have exposed grain. So that'll be the next part in the Patreon series. If you want to rebuild your guitar with me, go sign up to my Patreon. I think you get those videos with any of the tiers, pretty sure. So if we're as little as $1 a month, you can sign up. But you really want to jump into like the $10 a month one, because that's where you get like the big giveaway stuff, the guitars and kill switches and all that stuff.